¿Es ron?
Eso es bueno.
¿Cuántas personas puede borrachar esto?
4.
4. Un poquito, sí, veo un poquito.
Hay que tomar que la vida, que vivir la vida una sola. Esto es fabuloso.
Siempre, ¿no?
En Cuba.
Sí.
Se ha hecho un trabajo con tu primero.
Pues, I bought the bottle.
Tú andas solo, tú no puedes tomar. Esto es para relajar.
We're just walking in the streets here in Cuba, Havana.
Chancelier.
Tomamos un chancelier, ¿qué es eso?
Esto aquí se le dice yo me empingo, porque cuando tú coges nota, ya. Los carros son aquí, mira.
Gracias.
Con esto estamos bien.
¿Y puros no fuman?
Abajo.
Sí.
No,
Solo.
pero aquí valen muy caro, ¿entiendes?
Sí.
Eso es para ustedes.
Sí.
Ustedes sí, pero nosotros aquí.
Bet. Try whisper flow once. Just
It
once.
might be.
And I bet you'll never go back to typing. Nick?
I probably wouldn't go to Cuba or Russia without a guarded tour guide. And I'm not there yet. I mean, I have to go somewhere where I don't need a tour guide. I could do a tour of Mexico City. That's fun. Well, there's things I didn't do in Mexico City because the Mexican people told me don't put a thing on your phone. They'll take it. So I bought that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you just don't do in Mexico City.
Check it out, we got a whole bottle for the guy.
¡Cuidadito! ¡Cuidadito! La luché. Esa.
I can kind of fit in as a Venezuelan Mexican.
Los rumores de las mujeres que siempre son mucho más mujeres que hombres.
Sí, hay más mujeres que hombres, ¿no? Pero aquí también, ¿no? Hay muchas mujeres.
No, no es lo mismo blanca que ojos azules.
Aquí lo que hay es mujeres.
Bueno,
Aquí lo que hay es
pero para mí las mujeres aquí es más bonitas que en Lituania.
Porque estás acostumbrado a verlas.
Sí.
Es lo mismo.
Y aquí toda la gente joven aquí viene para disfrutar en la noche, ¿no?
Todos los días.
Todo el día.
La playa de nosotros. La playa de nosotros es.
Yo no quiero para comercial y esas cosas.
Had an amazing time with the boys. My hotel is right behind me. Got their contacts. Right now I'm gonna go get something to eat because I'm definitely not getting dinner at that place, guys. Sorry, I know this video is about that hotel, but fuck that hotel. It's so expensive. I only have Cuban pesos. I want to spend them, and you know the food here. You can literally buy an incredible meal for like $1,500, like $3. And they have a little food area right here, just in front of the hotel, you know. So we need the local life, you know. I wanted to show you that hotel. We already ate at the restaurant. I'm gonna get some food right here. Let's see what they have. Hola, buenas noches. ¿Qué estás vendiendo aquí? ¿Hamburguesas? ¿Es cerdo? ¿Cuánto vale uno? Bueno, dame dos, por favor. ¿Es cerdo fresco de hoy, no? Let's give it a bite for the sandwich. So it has like pulled pork and it has the skin of a pig, like chicharron, something more or less. Very good. So this is like typical Cuban food. I saw it a few times. They have this pig. They have a pig pork. They still like have a little bit of skin. Comparing some sauce. Back at my impenetrable government lodge. Crazy how I just had this local experience with the local Cubans who live there in old Havana, and now I'm back at this luxurious restaurant. Crazy duality of life, man. Crazy duality of life. But I would prefer being with them. Good morning from the beautiful Hotel Nacional. It's time for the breakfast to see what kind of breakfast they have here. Have a really nice day. coming for me.
That's a nice hotel, but
Let's go see.
I think Mexico City is way more developed than Cuba. I bet there's a lot of time. I think Cuba is really, I mean, it may have had its heyday at some point, but I don't think it's, most places don't have electricity. Oh, that looks nice.
There was this guy, he was tasting the juices. He speaks English, probably American or something. He just tastes every single juice and he like drinks it. He's like, come on. He drinks another, he's like, fuck this. Alright, so I'm starting light, getting some food in my system.
That sounds American.
Solid. So got some chicken toast and 2 pieces of cheese. Okay, I like the food, looks good actually.
I don't really like that, but
Particular.
I don't like that. I like Cuban food, but I haven't tried a lot of it, so I can't say if I really like it. And I ain't living in Cuba. I'll live in Mexico, but I'm not going to Cuba.
Yes, the breakfast wasn't the best. I'm not gonna rate it. Maybe we'll put some Cuban that was working there in trouble. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna go pack my stuff, take a shit, and yeah, was the best and not the best.
I don't know if it's getting cooked or not. I can't eat until 11, so
Take one more look at it.
not really.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Keep
It is not done yet.
next time.
The gold is real, but so is the danger.
I have to move it off of the plane so it don't get overcooked, you know. I probably should leave it in the middle.
Holy cow!
So that water and all that I was worried about. I'll have to put some in a bowl and touch it to see if it's edible.
Yes. Dude, we're in a gold mine out here.
Today flying from Seattle on a 5-stop milk run to Anchorage.
We do a little bit of everything. One day the ticket counter, one day on the ramp.
Runway is above the ramp.
It's a little bit of an uphill,
Yeah.
downhill taxi. A little bit of tradition that captains will come and buy popcorn.
And this is your first milk run.
Very first one.
9 minutes, 4,000 feet.
About 9 minutes, 4,000 feet. Yeah.
Wow, shortest flight. Good morning, great to see everyone again. I haven't traveled for 2 months. In fact, I've been busy working on my flight training, doing instrument flight rules. And luckily, 3 days ago, I passed the check ride. So now this is a little reward for myself, a little trip today flying from Seattle on a 5-stop milk run to Anchorage. This has been on my bucket list for a long time, and finally, I got to do it today.
I'm Brian, I'll be the captain today. My first officer is also Brian, and we fly this flight quite a bit. And our first leg up to Ketchikan, we'll be cruising at 38,000 feet, and with a flying time about an hour and 38 minutes. After that, we'll continue on to Wrangell, about a 25-minute flight at about 14,000 feet. Then we'll continue on to Petersburg, about a 9-minute flight. That's the quick one, 4,000 feet. Then continue on to Juneau, that's about 20,000 feet, and about a 25-minute flight also.
How many times have you done the milk run?
Quite a bit. Yeah, we fly this flight a lot. It's my favorite flight. It's a fun one. Flying up in Alaska is beautiful. It's challenging. The weather, the terrain, the RMP approaches are a lot of fun also. And Alaska Airlines pioneered the RMP approaches, as you probably know. approach at runway 26 in Juneau was the first RMP approach in the world, and we'll probably have a chance to fly that today.
At 7 a.m., we were wheels up. A non-stop flight from Seattle to Anchorage usually takes around 3 hours. But today's milk run journey will take nearly 9 hours.
Damn.
5 takeoff and landings along the way. After the early start, I dozed off for some much-needed sleep. Helped by the slimline seats, legroom wasn't bad. The scenery began to change as we headed north. Mountain peaks slowly emerged through the clouds, offering my first glimpse of Alaska's dramatic
That's a funny
landscape.
name.
After around an hour in the air,
One.
we began our descent into Ketchikan. The approach was spectacular. Forest-covered mountains rose steeply from the water, with small islands scattered across the channels below. We could see fishing boats, many cruise liners, and waterways that define this part of southeast Alaska.
Thank you for a ride. I'm gonna get off, take a quick look, and I'll be back joining you again.
Yeah, it's a little bit elevated up above the airport here. So a little bit of an uphill and
Yeah.
downhill taxi to and from. Yeah. Yeah, Ketchikan Flight Service is right up there, and they control the local airspace here.
Thing somebody should do in the first 24 hours.
I want to hear about these damn guys.
is
I don't.
you've got to preserve evidence.
So here's my first stop on the milk run, Ketchikan. Airport surprisingly busy. Earlier I was lucky, captain took me up to the tower to take a look, and I was one Gulfstream taking off, Alaska another 737 arrived. And interesting also, the runway is above the ramp. There's a terrain, there's 2 levels. And also interesting is the ferry take people across from the airport to the town, across that little strait. And many, many cruise liner, cruise ship here.
Yeah. Ketchikan. Ain't no cruise liners in Houston. There's some in Galveston. You gotta have money to get
That's
on
a
a
little
damn
bit of
cruise.
tradition that captains will come.
When I make money with my YouTube channel, then I can get on a cruise. I can't eat until 11 because of my new diet, but I don't want to ruin the rice. But it does look like some of the water may be sucking into the rice. So I'll have to put some in a bowl and test it with my finger because I don't really want to ruin it. And I'm not sure if it's done.
This is a very nice stop. I started to like this more and more now. And I was told this is also the salmon
It's still
capital
hard.
of the world, the famous Alaska salmon.
The
And
rice
now,
is still hard.
Back on board the 737 for the next stop.
Okay, so I'll have to maybe add a little more water. So, you know what I mean? 'Cause I don't want it to burn.
Hello, back again. Yeah,
That's
you
not-
all the way to Anchorage?
It's not fully cooked
That's a
yet.
long day for you.
I'll have
A long
to
day for me. And
monitor it.
First time for me and many times for you.
I've got it on real
Many times,
low,
I think.
and then I can, you know.
Oh, that's the popcorn. There we go. Warm park-on.
Back on the plane, the very back of the 737, ready for the next stop. Things are getting more and more interesting as we gradually flying up north. 4 more landings and 4 more takeoffs. After a short stop in Ketchikan, it was time to continue north to our next destination.
It's
Leaving behind the very impressive.
I love your basmati rice and other rice. I put my own spice
The flight to
blend
Rango
with
was
different
short,
dishes.
21 minutes
Enjoy your
before
food. Well,
2,000
thank
feet.
you.
But this was exactly what I had came for. A series of scenic takeoff and landings through one of the most remote and beautiful parts of Alaska. The Milk Run exists because these remote coastal communities are not connected by road.
Thanks for tuning in. How y'all doing today? The rice is not done yet.
Welcome to Rango. The local time is 9:23 p.m. If you are continuing on with us, we encourage you to remain on board. Decorating in Rango will require you to re-clear security screening. Unfortunately, this terminal does not offer any amenities. Farewell to exit the aircraft. Watch your step and head directly to the terminal.
Welcome to Wrangell. We just landed on runway 28. We flew the RP approach in here into runway 28, and it's a fun approach because it comes in offset from final, because there's a hill off the end of the runway out there, so it comes in a little bit offset, and then we make the final turn about 300 feet per pound to runway 28. And we'll be departing runway 28 out of here. And right now we plan to land on runway 5 over Wrangell. So we'll depart, make a slight left turn, and then we'll be going down the Wrangell Narrows for runway 5 over here.
There's a hill in front of us there.
Here that we'll
We're gonna make a left to avoid.
turn, yep, and then we'll head over to the Wrangell Narrows and down the channel on the RP approach over there.
9 minutes, 4,000 feet.
9 minutes, 4,000 feet, yep.
Wow, shortest flight.
Hi, my name is Linda, and I've done it.
Trying to cut out the snacks in between meals,
Today,
and then only eat at 11 and then at 5.
And we are
Now I do have some meat patty I prepared yesterday.
here after,
It's like a meatball, but it's
and our next flight will be even
edible.
shorter to Peter Star.
I don't think anyone would eat it in a restaurant because of
I
the
just wanted to
texture.
share that, but I was.
Although it did taste good when I heated it low with lemon.
All the city codes of all the different cities that Alaska Airlines flies to. And I was studying codes of tiny little towns in the state of Alaska that I wasn't even aware existed.
I've never been to Alaska, and quite frankly, I don't want to go. Although I'm sure it's pretty, but
He
I don't-
became curious about where these locations are too.
I'd
So
rather
he
go back
ordered
to
an
Mexico
actual
City
tour
than
of
go
that
to Alaska.
and put a
Too
pin in all the
cold.
different
Mexico
cities
City
in the
has
state of
really good
Alaska
weather
that
all
Alaska
year
Airlines
round. You
flies
don't
to.
really need an AC. Now Americans
Yeah, what do you do here?
may want an AC, but realistically in the shade you don't need it.
One day on the ramp, cargo.
You need a fan,
we do
though.
ice in the winter, we do everything.
Oh my god, you do all here.
We do it all, yeah.
And you may need a heater in the winter, but it's not, it don't get down to minus 15 or something. Maybe gets to 40, maybe 35 like once a year, but like 40, 45, 50, you don't need a heater for that. You need a room heater. That's what I ended up getting.
All right, this sector is the one I've been looking forward to. America's shortest flight from takeoff to landing in just 9 minutes. Let's go.
Wait, you don't know about unsaved money? Is this
Well, that's not true. I flew from Hobby Airport to Intercontinental Airport when I was a kid one time. I don't think they do that anymore. It was in a jet, and my flight left from Intercontinental, and I was flying out of Hobby. And it was a very short flight, and it was in a jet. I remember it. And I don't think they probably don't do that anymore. I don't know. I have to Google. But I do remember it very vague. Very vague.
Obviously here the power
I
change
remember it.
level at 4,000 feet.
I thought it was, as a kid, I was probably a teenager. I don't, like probably in high school, maybe, I don't know. I used to always fly to Harlingen or McAllen to see my friend Wendy, or Harlingen to see my dad.
Petersburg
And
is a small fishing town.
From what I remember,
Glaciers and
I was flying to McAllen, but it didn't leave out of Hobby at that time. They probably have flights now.
While the same
And
journey
we
by
flew
ferry
in
takes nearly 3
a plane that
hours.
was like a connector,
Drinks
a
were served on the ground
transfer
due to the
plane,
short flying time.
and it was a
Two
jet.
Alaska Airlines
It
flights
didn't get
served
very
Petersburg
high,
Bay
and then we
from
landed at
northbound to
Intercontinental.
southbound.
I thought it was really cool.
Very short flight, very fun. Flying around the terrain, lots of low clouds, but later we saw the runway and a turn. Much better touchdown than the previous one. And here we are at Petersburg, stop number 3, with 2 more to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna do, that's Sam Chewy. He's real famous as an airline reviewer. I wanna do airline reviews. I'm gonna have to change my, name again.
That was short. I've got to see it.
Yeah, sure. About 9 minutes. I got a little headwind, so it might have been close to 10, but I think it was still not.
So during the stop here, I met Corinne. Corinne is the flight attendant in the back. There's 3 flight attendants on this flight. How long have you been working in Alaska?
I have been here for just over a month.
That's all? Fresh.
Very fresh now.
Very fresh up. And this is your first milk run.
Very first one.
Right.
So I'm learning the ways.
Tell me about culturally, like, do you see any differences flying to Alaska than the lower 48?
I would say the difference is the people you get to take and have as a passenger is a lot different. Just because some of the places that we go are very small towns, and so this is like their only form of transportation. It's kind of like an Uber for them to be able to get to doctors. And so just the closest of the people and just how welcoming, and it's just a cool experience to have and to be able to meet all these people.
I don't want that rice to burn, but last time I checked it wasn't even cooked. So I don't have to let it sizzle for a while and cook in that water to get in there.
29 minutes. We climbed up to 20,000 feet. As we approached Juneau, the landscape became more dramatic. The city was surrounded by mountains and water, with no road connection to the rest of Alaska. Arriving in Juneau here felt like reaching the main hub of Southeast Alaska. Our captain is getting off here. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet.
I'm letting that rice isn't cooked, so I gotta put more water.
This was 08. I have no idea. This is my first time landing here.
This was my 08.
Yeah, very beautiful.
So, yeah.
Yeah, very beautiful. All green here, and yeah. So it'll be a new crew taking me to Anchorage from here.
New crew to Anchorage, and then have a good trip.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah, pleasure.
Yeah.
Okay,
Take care.
see you.
Have a good
Bye-bye. Just arrived at Juneau, the state capital of Alaska. We have an hour, so we can actually go to the terminal and wait. And let's see what terminals are like. The terminal was super crowded. It seems both the northbound and southbound milk run are meeting up in Juneau.
I've also got the number one board Alaska Airlines on continuation of flight 65 to Anchorage, man away here shortly. Once we get up in the airport, it's 1 hour, 29 minutes of flight time. The weather in Anchorage, it's about like you see here. It's overcast skies, 57 degrees with light winds.
Requirements on that safety information card. Let us know.
The final leg from Juneau to Anchorage.
But I can let this rice cook for another hour or two, and it should soak in that water. Eventually it'll be done, but I touched it. It was not, it's still hard. So I need to kind of let it soak in more water, I guess. Oh, if I know. I didn't ask ChatGPT. I'm just trying to, from my mistakes. I boil the water first.
Arrived in Anchorage. Remarkably,
And then I put
all
in
5
the
flights on
stuff.
Melbourne has been operated on time.
Thank you. We made it. Bye. See ya.
5 flights done, just made it to
I
Anchorage.
got
This is
onion
just the start of
in
my Alaska adventure because tomorrow morning we'll fly up to the Arctic Circle to a place called Barrow.
Heading out to.
I've got an onion still remaining.
As we get down lower and lower, I can see the melting iceberg.
Welcome to Barrow. The local time is 8:22.
Welcome to Barrow. This is the terminal. But what it outside looks like, it's pretty chilly here. And right in front of me, probably all the way to the North Pole, is ice. How many people you think lives in Barrow?
What I pay for $40. It gives me a lot of joy to just watch everybody, and this is what I love to do, and just create a documentary to see behind the scenes how people work, especially in the challenging station environment like this.
I'm gonna put some jalapeno and onion in it.
To stay where you are in life and job forever? If the answer is yes, then this video is not for you. But if you want to finally achieve the time, location, and financial freedom you know you deserve, then this new
I
career
can't eat
is an
until
answer
the
to
left.
all your prayers. Because what I'm about to reveal to you is unlike
Because
anything
I'm on that
you've
diet
ever
of intermittent
experienced.
fasting.
It pays extremely well. It's flexible. You don't need a degree, and here's the craziest part. You can earn while you learn and still have enough time to juggle your current job, responsibilities, and even family. So here's what I'm talking about. I'm David Bragg, founder of Front End Simplified. We help people like
Now I'm gonna chop up the onion, and I'll put it into the pan. Into that rice. So it should have a nice flavor. Trying to get it thinly sliced. But you want to have your fried rice onion thinly sliced. I want to put the onion in there. Get it chopped. Chopped up small and put the onion in that rice. Unlike yesterday when I messed up with the meatballs, I'm going to put the onion in and stir it around and let it sizzle. Now maybe I could have put the onion in sooner, but that rice isn't done anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna sizzle up the onion with the rice. Maybe it's still gonna take another hour to cook. I will test it again in another, some time. But last time I checked that, it wasn't cooked. And we need it to cook all the way up in the tortilla pan with the onion. Now I could put jalapeno in it, it'd probably give me diarrhea, but then again I got constipation, so it wouldn't matter. And I can't eat until 11 anyway, so. The question is, will it be edible? I don't know. I'm gonna put maybe a little more water, let it sizzle for a while. And I gotta cook the jalapeno in there.
Could you use up to $800? Find it at BioLife. Up to $800 is waiting for you. Just donate plasma, get paid for each donation the same day, then treat yourself and treat your friends. Schedule your appointment.
Right now I'm chopping up the jalapeno and putting in that rice.
So excited today because I just came to the mailbox and I picked up checks. Oh my god, checks. Like, you can't even believe this. 8 months ago, I made a singular decision. That decision has completely changed my life. Who knew that by just clicking on a link, my life will be completely transformed? I never knew this. Just 8 months ago, I made a decision to start an online business. Why did I venture into online business? My name is Martina Ojona, by the way, and I'm a mom. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. A couple of months ago, I lost my high-paying tech job with no backup plan. I was shocked and overwhelmed. I didn't know what to do. See, my people, my confusion was confused at the time, and because of this situation, I started thinking, if this company can just wake up one day and scrap an entire department with no explanation and no reason at all, then what am I doing? Slaving and working for these people? I said that, I am going to go and look for something else to do that would allow me to stay at home with my children and, most importantly, to earn and even be able to live my life. And that was why I started looking up. I started searching online, and then I came across this video. In fact, when I saw this video, a video just like the one you're watching today, when I saw it,
1 year ago, the chairman of Korean Air took to the stage to unveil a new airline. At that 1,000-person event, he declared to the world, we know we need to improve. We have decided within a few years, we want to be the best airline in the entire world. Step aside Singapore Airlines, step aside Qatar Airways and Emirates, and more close to home, step aside Taiwanese Airlines, ANA, and Japan Airlines. Korean Air is coming for you. That's a bold claim, and a massive shift from Korean Air's previous strategy of being, dare I say, somewhat invisible. Well, besides their iconic Pepsi-looking flames. So today, after patiently waiting for a lot of these changes to take effect, I finally tried them out to see if the new Korean Air has what it takes to take on the big boys. Join me on this 10-hour flight in their latest and greatest business class seat. And spoiler alert, this is a massively improved airline with one major flaw. As someone who generally doesn't love lounges, I'm also so excited to show you 3 of Korean Air's new lounges in Seoul. Normally I wouldn't spend time on the lounges, but these places have some crazy amenities like a completely self-related classes and a ramen library. Let's go. First up, Korean Air's premium check-in at Incheon. After clearing immigration security, we make our way through a wonderfully silent albeit packed Terminal 2. And what a gorgeous terminal it is. I am so incredibly excited for this flight. I know how Korean Air since before the pandemic, let alone since before their transformation. So I'm expecting great things today, and it's going to start great because we are doing some lounge hopping. Korean Air recently renovated their lounges here in Seoul, so we are going lounge hopping, 3 in total. As you'll see, each lounge has different strengths and weaknesses. Starting out here with the Prestige Garden West Lounge in the brand new terminal extension. This lounge is absolutely packed, while the terminal right outside is virtually empty, calm, and peaceful. Ranking the value in 99% of lounges these days? No, as you probably know by now. But that said, the design is not only upscale with multiple seating arrangements on offer. I also love the natural lighting here, but the best part has gotta be the food. Now there's some Western breakfast like that, but you can't come to Seoul and not eat Korean food. That's the whole reason people have been raving about Korean Air on social media. There's essentially a beautiful freedom application here, along with to my delight, I managed to build a glorious protein-rich meat cream meal. Cheers, let's get up to that sounds one, and quick note of appreciation that they played some jazz music inside, so we're off the rails. Well, we are leaving the first lounge so well fed and so happy. We never ever arrive here for this long before a flight unless we're in transit. We're like 4.5 hours before today. It's been fun, unlike most of the quite pleasant and peaceful places. We are having 4 hours here. So true. Now, one thing I didn't expect is how directly this ties into your Google Ads performance. There is a reason now that Google requires this, and
I'll have to test it. I can't taste it because I can't eat till 11. So.
Now, before we dive in, I think we can bring on this video. In the description, you'll get a free 14-day trial on any plan. That means you can test out the software, get the cookie banner live on your website with no risk. And as I mentioned, they do have a robust free plan if you Now next up is the Prestige Lounge East Left, the most confusing lounge name in the world, dare I say. Basically, when you're at the Prestige Lounge East, you have one lounge on your left side and one on your right. The one on the left opened just in January of this year and features a pretty fun amenity, the ramen library. You choose your instant ramen in the vending machine, make it Korean convenience store style, choose your toppings, and then enjoy. This lounge also has a slightly expanded food selection, but completely lacks natural light, which is a bummer. Another fun amenity in here though is the arcade. How awesome is this? There are all types of cool games for kids and adults alike, including Mario Kart. Sign me up. Also, can I do a quick photo booth session because, you know, when in Korea. The lounge also offers chocolate making sessions for kids here at the atelier. Finally, the toilets, and praise the gods for these Japanese-style luxuries. Now, final lounge, the Prestige Lounge East Right. This is the biggest of the three and features the largest food selection. Mainly that's in the form of a live cooking / soup station, but if you want ramen, you're best going to the left lounge. There's also a relaxation area with massage chairs here, although they are all occupied. Overall, crowded lounges, all with good food but different benefits. If I had to choose, I'd probably first
Then I'll put the jalapeno on there.
food and then to the east or west garden lounges. Those are nicer and brighter places to wait.
Not very hot, but it'll work.
There she is, our 1-year-old 77-10 with Korean Air's latest business class seat for a 10-hour flight today. 35 minutes before departure, and less time than most Western airlines board a narrow body, we are invited on board. The Korean Air 77-10 features their only 121 business class seats, what they call the Prestige Suites 2.0. This seat is the Collins Aerospace Horizon seat, which is currently only offered on 3 other airlines, the main one being Aeroflot. They featured on their A350s, and the A350s that they couldn't take delivery of before the sanctions ended up going to, drumroll, Turkish and Air India instead, which is where I flew. This specific cabin features 36 staggered seats, with alternating seats being closer to or further from the aisle. For traveling with someone else, the honeymoon seats
There you
are
go.
always great. Along the window,
And you get the spoon and stir it up. Sizzle up those vegetables.
Korean business can sell out months in advance. We booked this flight months before departure, and there were only 2 of the seats left: 11 Bravo and 14 Bravo. On paper, there are an impressive 4 lavatories for business, but in reality, the rear 2 are used by economy as well. Due to a conservative lavatory ratio built with the business class lavatory, that is 1 total to 18 passengers. This center lavatory at the front is a rare and spacious luxury, which I will show you as we depart on board. Now you know how to get the best value for money when choosing your seat. Now let's talk about how to get the best value for money in everyday life with today's video sponsor, Boundary. Founders Card is a membership that gives you VIP saving and insider pricing across airlines, hotels, lifestyle brands, and business schools. Usually these benefits are far better than anything you get to a third party or a credit card portal. For me, the travel benefits are the highlight of discounts at 18 different airlines worldwide. Zero expensive big hotel rooms that give you benefits like free breakfast on all stays. But what is so cool about Founders Card is that it goes way beyond travel.
I'm hoping to get edible. I'll have to put some on a fork and taste it in a minute. I can't eat till 11. I'm trying to do a diet. I don't know why, but I am. And I'm fat. I guess that's why.
Over 200 perks. If you love it, you can upgrade to Elite for just $295.
It's kind of a
your very first week. You can drive
off-tick of Japanese rice, maybe. If you want to put it like that. What I'm making.
Stunning aircraft before at the event in Seoul. Upon boarding, I let out a gasp. This is a gorgeous, luxurious cabin. High-end, rich, all the nice words.
Finding the time to send over all these meeting notes.
I got a secret. I've been using granola.
What is granola?
So today I know.
Airline is always fun. So I've chosen a pre-departure drink of guava juice, then a choice of this, orange, water, or champagne. So cheers. I will be having more of this today. So let me show you around. One thing we love is a modern seat, and that is what this is. We've got a large storage compartment to our side with our headphones, a giant mirror, and an unnecessary remote.
It might be pretty good. I don't know. I'm hoping that jalapeno and onion will give it a more flavor.
And an AC power cord. Below that are large side surface.
Thanks for tuning in, Chef Refund television set.
Now guys, unfortunately I must admit I've committed a CAA, a crime against ethnically. I think I've started to prefer these seats that are further from the windows when they're optional, specifically in seats with a lot of privacy like this. Why? Because you have this glorious floor area to store your carry-on bag during the flight. Just as I said when I flew this C-type on Air India, I think this is the closest equivalent to Q-Suite out there. With all
Let me see if I can get, there we go, cancel and then crank up ChatGPT. Hello.
Hi there. Morning. How's it going?
Well, Gertie hasn't come to class lately.
Oh, you missed that rhythm with her.
Yeah, she blocked me on TikTok. She blocked me on TikTok, yeah. Can you believe it? She's the one that was gonna pay to get me to go to the psychiatrist and get my medications. And she blocked me. So can you do a Grendel Junior High nursery rhyme? And we want to talk about the chalkboard's gonna write a message for Gertie. What she did is wrong.
Sure. Here goes. Grendel Junior High, the chalkboard note. At Grendel Junior High today, the chalkboard had a lot to say. It's sweet and bright and giant white. Gertie, hope you're doing all right. Chef Poop stirred the classroom stew. You've still got lunch to cook for you. The clock went tick, then tock. Don't forget the classroom clock. The onions danced, a lemon smiled. The meatballs cooked both slow and mild. The chalkboard winked and wrote once more. There's always room through the classroom door. So if you're gone, we'll save your share with silly songs and jokes to share.
Yeah, but I don't want you to do I don't want you to do a rhyme. Don't do a poem, do a nursery story for first graders.
Check it. Once upon a morning at Grendel Junior High, the classroom was quiet. Chef Poop walked in with a big smile. Good morning, class, he said. What time I looked around? I think someone is missing. The chalkboard smiled and picked up a piece of chalk. It wrote, Dear Gertie, we miss seeing you in class. When friends disagree, they can have feelings. Being kind and taking things is usually better than putting someone out. We hope you do well, and we're busy learning, cooking, and laughing here at Grendel Junior. Today, Chef Poop is making a neat chocolate. The classroom is still
All right.
empty at silly adventures.
Now I want you to do another episode of the Grendel Junior High where Gertie, Garla, Goodla, and Grendel come in late and there's a surprise waiting at her desk.
Is the episode. Was surprised at Gertie's desk. It was Monday morning. The classroom clock chimed. Ding, ding, class is starting. Chef Poop wore his tall white hat and stirred the pot with a big spoon. The chalkboard had written, Today's lesson, kindness, cooking, and surprises. Just then, the door creaked open. Oh no, said Gertie. I'm late again. You made it, said Chef Poop, smiling. But why is everyone smiling? Oh, look at your desk, whispered the doctor. Gertie walked over slow. On her desk was a neat wrapped box with a bright blue ribbon. Next to it was a card. It read, Welcome back, Gertie. We saved your seat. Open your surprise. She untied the ribbon, lifted the lid. Inside was a tiny golden chalk trophy that said Official Class Taste Tester. There was Also, a little wooden spoon and a lemon. Chef Boop's note said, every great recipe gets better when friends are willing to taste. The class, they talk all through a big smiling face and laugh. Today's surprise wasn't a trophy. It was having a full class again. Everyone smiled.
Thanks for tuning in. How y'all doing?
Who wants to help?
Now, I don't know if the rice is done.
Every hand went up.
Oops. It may still be running. Let me see. Well, I was trying to check the CNN to see what was happening in the news. But my YouTube channel stayed running. Now, how do I check to see if my rice is cooked? If I can't eat until 11, should I just put some in a microwave dish and see if it's still needs to be cooked a little bit, or what do I do? Because I'm trying to let the jalapeno and onion soothe in with the rice.
You don't need to wait. Just a spoonful. If it's firm in the middle,
No, I can't eat until 11.
you don't have to wait till 11 to test it. But if you're not eating it, turn the heat off and reheat a portion later. Add a splash of water if it looks dry. Cover, low heat. Give it 5 to 10 minutes. Then taste again.
Okay, I tasted it and I spit it out because I can't eat any food until 11. Well, it's not quite done. It looks like it'll be done, but it is not done. It's still a little bit hard.
Put a little water in, cover it, low heat, for another 5 minutes.
I'll probably do another hour on low. I mean, it's just not... tastes kind of funny. It can't hurt it to sit here on low, right?
Right, but don't leave it dry for an hour. Add a splash of water, tiny bit, cover.
How much water should I add? I don't want it to get mushy, but I don't think it's still kind of hard.
Then add 1 to 2 tablespoons of water. Don't need to be exact.
It looks, when I'm looking on my computer, and it looks like it's got a little pool of water.
Oh, okay. If there's already moisture, you don't need more water yet. Let it steam with the lid for another 10 to 15 minutes.
Thanks for tuning, making some Japanese fried rice. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna try. Last time I tried to make fried rice, it was ruined. So I may not, because I think you have to use a different pan. Take the rice out, let it drain, let the water drain out of it. Then get out the Aldi pan and put some oil in it. I'm getting low on oil, so I probably won't make fried rice. Should I just skip it? Because last time I tried to put egg in with the rice, it kind of got mushy and odd.
I think skip fried rice today. Eat the rice you made with your meat and onions. Sounds good. Skip fried rice for another day.
President Chef Poop at the Grindle Junior High is going to make fried rice for Gertie, but it's very strange fried rice with blueberries and apples.
Sounds like exactly Chef Hoop's style. In Grendel Junior High, he marched in, hat tall, and announced, "I have invented the world's most unusual fried rice." The class leaned in. "What makes it unusual?" asked the question. Chef Hoop lifted
Well, I mean, it looks done, but I can't eat until 11. I'm trying to be on the intermittent fasting diet. But it tasted good, but a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, a little odd. Got too much something. But it tastes good to me, but I know it wouldn't be served at a restaurant. It's like my meatballs. There we go.
Interesting. Gertie laughed. The blueberries are actually pretty good, but next time, maybe let's keep them on the side. Chef Philippe smiled and nodded. Every great chef learns by trying something new. Sometimes the recipe becomes a favorite, and sometimes it's a funny story. The class laughed. The chalkboard wrote one final line. In cooking, every experiment teaches you something. Even if it may go
I would like you to do another episode of Grendel Junior High where Gertie, Garla, Gula, and Grendel come in late as usual because the clock has been turned back, put forward 3 hours or turned back or whatever. It's a trick, Gula, Garla, Grendel, and Gertie, because they're late. So I want you to now do a new episode where Gertie, Garla, Grendel, and Gula come in late. And today they have a new surprise on the chalkboard, and the chalk turn on the school sprinkler system. That's so stupid.
Chef Luke looked at the clock. That's strange. It says class started 3 hours ago. The clock timer coughed. I may have prepared as a prank. The door went open. In walked Gertie, Garla, Wendell, and Gertie. "We're late again," said Gertie. "What do you know?" Surprise, I played a little trick. Everyone laughed. Then the chalkboard cleared its throat. I had a surprise too. It picked up a giant stick of chalk and turned across the board. "Welcome to Surprise Day." Suddenly, the chalkboard with a black red leather behind it. "Uh-oh," whispered Chef Luke. "What's that?" Whoosh! The school's sprinkler system turned on, spritzing the classroom like a gentle rain. The plants perked up, the fish tank bubbled. Chef Boo quickly covered his mixing bowl. "My lemon meatballs," he laughed. Gertie held out her hands. "It's like a tiny indoor rainstorm." Garla Grendel spun in a circle. Gola giggled as drops landed on the clock timer. The clock timer sighed. "I guess I deserved that after changing all the clocks." The chalkboard smiled and wrote, "Today's lesson, even when surprises don't go as planned, a little laughter can brighten the day." Chef Poop rang the lunch bell.
President
One
Chef Poop,
class,
though.
Let's dry off, reset clocks to the right time. Then it's time for lunch. The class cheered. Grendel Junior High got back to its silly, rainy day.
Well, that's not very funny or anything, so I want you to take it up a notch. We need to have the burned biscuits and the chalk. We're planning something new for Grendel Junior High. And President Chef Poop is curious as to what they're planning, but they hide in the oven to make the planning for the next day.
Tricky. Sure, let's crank up the silliness. At Grendel Junior High, after dark, the bird biscuits whispered, "Is the coast clear?" The chalkboard rolled on its wheels, carrying tomorrow's plan. "Hide in the oven," it whispered. The oven door creaked open. "Quick," whispered the biscuits. "Hide." The chalkboard folded out a blueprint. Top secret, Operation Chef Poop surprise. Just then, Chef Poop peeked around the corner. I could have sworn I heard giggling. Biscuits froze. The chalkboard tried to look normal. Chef Poop opened the refrigerator. No. He looked under the table. No. He reached for the oven door slowly. The biscuits and the chalkboard whispered, "Don't sneeze." Chef Poop opened the oven. It looked completely empty. "Oh," he said, "I guess I imagined it." As soon as he walked away, the tiny secret door inside the back popped open. The two burnt biscuits and the chalkboard crawled out, laughing. "Whoosh," said one biscuit. "That was close." The chalkboard unrolled the blueprint.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna restart my thing with a new thumbnail. Only got one viewer. I'd like to get my view count. Sometimes YouTube, I've noticed now that I've been live from 8 to 5, or maybe a little after, I've noticed that YouTube is starting to, I'm starting my shorts, because I'm not doing the long form, I don't have another phone. So my shorts is starting to get views when I make them public and put a name on them. And then, even though they don't have music, the music ones get more views. But the ones that are just me talking or having a cooking show don't get as many. So I'm probably gonna have to do some regular shorts. Even though I personally don't watch shorts, every now and then I might click on it, but I prefer long form. But I'm gonna put in the thumbnail, and I can't eat till 11, so I can't eat till 40 minutes. I'm gonna crank up my YouTube motor again in a second.